Welcome back to Wordy Wednesday. I'm going to go straight into it here in a second. I just wanted to mention, if you are new to the channel and you're not sure what's going on, you can go and watch this video here that explains my method of approaching vocabulary. To go check that out. That'll give you some of the details. It'll give you the worksheet, which we're going to use and refer to, and it'll give you some of the pedagogy behind why we do it the way we do it. Let's get straight to it. So the words I'm going to give you are a little bit easier this week. These words come from a poem we're going to do tomorrow, which is one of my favorite poems. But before we get to that poem, before you do that, I want you to be familiar with these words. Ready? So here are the 5 words from that poem that I pointed out. Now, I'd say all of these words are, I score quite highly on each of these because I feel like I know them really well. But there's one that I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit more like on the fence about. I'm going to read these words. And there's so many choices of different people. I could be, there's just so many people here to pick from. I'm going to read this in the voice of this guy right here, Dean.
Hey, it's me, Dean. Here are the words for your vocabulary for this week. According to Dean. Word number 1, forage. Forage. Word number 2, ricochet. Word number 3, foliage. Word number 4, gorge. And last but not least, word number 5, allure. Hey, thanks for having me on the show, everybody.
Thanks, Dean. All right, so when I think of these 5 words, I know forage really, really well. It's a common word for me. I see it a lot in my outdoor pursuits. So forage is a pretty simple word in my mind. Now, it might not be for you. If you hear forage and you're like, wow, that one, I think I know what it means, but I never use it in a sentence, then that would be a 3 for you. But for me, it's a 5. The same with ricochet. It's a 5. I know every context, I think, with ricochet that I can think of. Maybe there's one that I don't know, but I feel like I've got at least 2 contexts I could use ricochet in, and I'd be right. That's a 5. Foliage, hands down, it's a 5. I can use that in multiple contexts and understand what it means. Gorge, same thing. I feel pretty confident about the word gorge. I'm at a 5. The only word on this list is that I'd be like, probably not a full 5. It'd be like allure. And I'm probably like a 4.5 if I'm honest. I think I can use it in multiple contexts, but there's a part of me that's a little bit apprehensive in one context. And so I'm going to put it at a 4 just for the sake of doing this video. Okay, so you guys know what to do. You're going to grab your sheets, print it off, take that sheet, and we're going to fill in the blanks for this one. We take the word, put it in the center. You can probably see through to the other side. It's got the old ones on the back. I like to be efficient with my paper. The start, I'm going to say I'm at a 4, and hopefully by the end of this, I'll be at a solid 5. So we've got 2 different ways of using allure. Now this is a good example of where you could probably, if you feel really confident about a word, but you're not 100%, there's going to be 2 different contexts, 2 different ways to use that word. So the 2 definitions they're giving for allure are the quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive or fascinating. People for whom gold holds no allure. That's their definition or their sentence. That definition for me feels like one that I'm the most likely to feel like if I ever used it in a sentence, that would be the sentence. It's like something being attractive or mysteriously attractive or fascinating. And then to use it as a noun, the allure of something, right? But then as a verb, maybe I'm less confident about using it. And this, as a verb, it says powerfully attract or charm or tempt. So kind of using it in that context as a verb, I'm going to use it that way. Powerfully attract or charm, semicolon, tempt. Put it in your own words as a verb. In this one, I'm just going to use a synonym. I'm just going to say attract. Use it in a sentence. Now, in this case, I've got to use it in 2 different sentences to get that 5. So sentence number 1, I'm going to say, I'll use it as a noun. The allure of making it big on YouTube was undeniable. Okay, and then I'll use it as a verb. I was allured by the opportunity to make money. Sweet. Now, draw it. Ooh. I'm going to draw a magnet with little wavy thingies coming by it, and I'm going to draw a person kind of walking towards it like a zombie. I am a 5 with that word. I feel like I've got 2 sentences. I know I've got chicken scratch writing, but I don't care. I'm still going to show you. So we've got the dictionary definition: powerfully attract or charm, tempt. We've got my putting it in one word, just put attract. Okay. Now, I know that some of you are like, but that's what the dictionary definition says. So you can't use the same word. Yes, you can. Look, that word to me stands out as attract, right? This idea of allure being something to attract. It's a good synonym for allure. So one word in your own words is totally fine. Nothing wrong with it. Down here, my 2 sentences that I said out loud. And then, of course, there's my lovely artwork of the zombie being allured by the magnet, I guess. That's the words for the week. Tomorrow, we're going to get into the poem that goes with this. And yeah, we'll have a look at that poem. It's going to be a good one. It's one of my favorites. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next Wordy Wednesday.